Warning, sport compacts. There's an all-new Challenger in town. All new for 1970. Dodge. Challenger. Available luggage rack, concealed windshield wipers, quad headlights, and an optional 440 Magnum V8.
Brand new Challenger RT. If you trust your own judgment, you could be Dodge material.
I've loved the Dodge Challenger for as long as I can remember. When I was a kid, I used to play at a park just down the street from my parents' restaurant. There was a dirt lot right next to the park, and in the lot was an old beat-up muscle car in black primer. I remember thinking at that time that I didn't really like muscle cars, just hot rods, like my dad. But if I ever had a muscle car, I'd want it to look something like that car. I didn't even know what it was, so I asked my dad. He said, "Oh, I think that's a Dodge Challenger. Those are pretty fast cars." This caught my interest. "If you like that car, you need to see the movie Vanishing Point." The movie was made in 1971, starring Barry Newman and Cleveland Little, both popular actors at the time. The premise of the movie is about a guy who makes a bet with his friend that he can deliver this 1970 Dodge Challenger from Colorado to San Francisco in a ridiculously short amount of time. But the car is hopped up to over 160, and he has a pocket full of speed to get him through the challenge. The movie turns into one of, if not the greatest, car chase movies of all time. I was hooked. I had to have a Dodge Challenger. I was about 11 or 12 at the time. I'd been working after school and every summer at any and every job that I could possibly find. I saved every penny. Then one day, fate smiled upon me. As my dad was driving through the parking lot, he almost hit this car that was backing out of its space. It was a Dodge Challenger, and it was for sale. He spoke to the owner, left a deposit, talked it over with my mom, and the next morning he bought the car with the money from my savings account, all unbeknownst to me. It was the greatest surprise any guy could ever have. The Dodge Challenger's broken many speed records over the years. Gene Snow's rambunctious Challenger was the first funny car to break the 200-mile-per-hour barrier in the quarter mile. The famous Motown Missile, Dandy Dick Landy's Challenger, and many others competed against teams like Sox and Martin and the Snake and Mongoose rivalry for dominance during the muscle car heyday. Today, the Challenger is stronger than ever. On July 22, 2014, Dodge shocked the world with a 707 horsepower supercharged version of the Dodge Challenger called Hellcat. 707 horsepower, however, is clearly not enough. Recently, on April 11, 2017, Dodge unveiled the world's fastest production car, the 2018 Dodge Challenger Demon. Rated at an incredible 840 horsepower, the Demon will accelerate from 0 to 60 in just 2.3 seconds and 0 to 100 in 5.1. In contrast, a 1970 Dodge Challenger with a legendary 426 Hemi would accelerate from 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds in stock trim. As these cars continue to increase in popularity, they likewise increase in price. A 1970 Hemi Challenger convertible recently sold at the Mecum Auto Auctions for $1.625 million. I can hardly wait to see what comes next. If any of this appeals to you, you could be Dodge material.